in that incident?
Oh, actually, just like you said, whether an eyewitness, but I'm not an eyewitness. I was originally a survivor that drowned inside the water. Um, my name is Tango Ikoma Idoma. I'm from Benue State. They know me popularly known in the Nollywood as Mr. Scooby-Doo. Well, it happens to be a shock and a tragedy which happened in the River Niger Sea and took the life of my senior colleague, Junior Pope, and some other crew member. I'm a man always, anytime, any day, any place. I still represent who I am. Actually, I was supposed to tell you the whole details and tell you the truth, the unknown and the known. Equally, the last words Junior Pope, my senior colleague, told.
My people, that was the voice of Scooby Doo. If you don't know Scooby Doo is a popular Nollywood actor as well. He is from he's Mr. Thank God by name, and he's from Benue State, and he is one of the people that was in the boat, the same boat that capsized that killed Junior Pope. So in this interview, in fact, you guys must come and listen to this very scary interview with me, because since they started saying all this, I have never believed. They started from Ghanaian seeing that, oh, mother's gods from the mother side of Junior Pope has already killed him in the spirit. They were just waiting for him to die physically. All that circulating, plus then something happened. The boat capsized, and they started talking about the TC virus, who was using bell to ringing bell and distracting the boat driver and all that, with all the ritual he did before they took off, pouring Fanta and all that, saying that his spiritual mother told him to do this, to do that, and too many things going on. But I don't believe in all that. I just believe probably it's a natural thing, and if he wearing life jacket, he could have survived, and that could happen to anybody. But man, after listening to this interview, unfortunately, I'm beginning to think maybe there is more to it, because if Mr. Scooby Doo, Mr. Thank God, can say that Junior Pope told me something before he died, and this is him talking to another Nollywood legendary. You're going to watch this interview and you're going to remember the man he is interviewing with. He's a respected, no nonsense Nollywood legendary. So this man couldn't have come here to sit with Mr. Scooby Doo to be talking rubbish. Trust me, he won't do that. Not him. So this listening to this interview, and because of the person who was organizing this interview, I'm beginning to believe that there is more to this guy's death. Honestly, especially for Mr. Scooby-Doo to say that if the Nollywood guild, the top officials, that is the people controlling Nollywood, the top officials, if they can come out, have a round table with him, probably to assure him that all is well. Maybe he's scared. If they assure him that everything it's okay, then he is going to say every single thing that happened on that day. So that for sure means that there is more to just boat capsizing. There is something that happened that day that nobody is saying, that people still need to know. Because you can, in fact, let me play the video. You will hear what this guy said and know that all is not well. All is not well. There's something actually that happened, apart from the fact that Junior Pope told him something and gave him also some advice. There's something more. Listen to the interview.
To this succinct, but very, very important, though a better forgotten interview, an incident. My name is Paul Udonsi, a veteran Nollywood actor. Yes, like I told you, it's about a better forgotten incident. It's about the sea accident that actually claimed the life of Junior Pope and other people you may not know. You see, like Bob Marley will say, half that story has never been told. Maybe someday we will see the light, and then we will stand up for our right in a dream. Well, with me here is a young man who I may say is an eyewitness. By the way, I think you are a survivor in that incident.
Oh, actually, just like you said, whether an eyewitness, but I'm not an eyewitness. I was originally a survivor that drowned inside the water with Junior Pope, my senior colleague.
All right, all right. The die is cast. Now, please, I would like you to use your mouth and introduce yourself to the viewers, and then exactly we go bolos bolos into the incident of that day. No, by holos bolos, I mean that we are not going to take it, piecemeal, half and half. Then you go into the whole detail.
Okay. It's all right, sir. Now I understand. Actually, my name is Tango Ikoma Idoma. I'm from Benue State. They know me popularly known in the Nollywood as Mr. Scooby-Doo. Well, it happens to be a shock and a tragedy which happened in the River Niger Sea and took the life of my senior colleague, Junior Boom, and some other crew member. Well, we boarded.
Scooby-Doo.
Yes, sir.
Scooby-Doo, as I am looking at the contour of your face, I mean, even the expression, the eyes is the mirror of the body. I can still see the shock of that incident. I would like you to do us, by us, that's myself and the viewers, for you to do us favor by being a man about it. Try to absorb that shock a little bit so that you can be able to carry the viewers along.
Thank you, sir. I'm a man always. Anytime, any day, any place. I still represent who I am. Actually, I was supposed to tell you the whole details and tell you the truth, the unknown and the known. Equally, the last words Junior Pope, my senior colleague, told me that he said I should not tell anybody. I should hold it to myself. And I should not equally practice any fetish or any tribalism in learning. So I will not go too far before I begin to get angry over what I want to say. But sir, I will not tell you anything from that because they neglected the survivors. They neglected us. Guides in AGM or different guild in Nollywood should stand on their feet, call us the survivors, so we can tell them the truth of what really happened. And as me, I will still tell the world what Junior Pope told me that I should not say. Until I see the guilds, I will tell them what fact and what really warrant the tumbling of that flying boat in that River Niger Sea.
If I am following you very well, because even as you are saying this and I'm looking at you, and the emphasis on certain area with regard to what Junior Pope told you, his last word, and then what led, in fact, the last flurry of activity before the boat capsized, and then what actually transpired after that very incident, it has thrown open a very wide vista to the whole thing. So, if I may try actually to give a lead to that, what you are saying is that there was a ritualistic aspect to the whole thing. Again, that there has been a cause, there was a cause. I don't know whether such a cause was occasioned by an insider. I mean, some of the passengers, you passengers in that boat, or was it external one, which was either scanty or was not forthcoming at all. And then finally, how the whole thing, there was a discrimination in handling the whole affair, even by our own dear guild, AGN. If I don't know, I'm not making a statement of my own. I am trying to give a lead. Maybe this way I'm looking at it. Is it what you have in mind? Although you still don't have to actually open up completely now. Is it what you have in mind?
Yes, of course. It's what I have in mind. Until I see these persons who are chairman, cheerleaders in this office, in these guilds, in this Nollywood. Until I see them before I'll air out much of the truth. Huh? Can you imagine such accident took place? You mean the leaders or the orgas that call themselves orgas or the guild leaders? Nobody show consigned to show any hospitality or a medical attention. At least when you gather these survivors, you give them some medical attention, you know their health being there, you can confide on them to get details that will make the boat to capsize on that very sea. But no attention. All we are doing, we are there to make some content, to make our page to boost up, then we can make money. Is it called for when it is dead, when persons die in Nollywood, then we used to do some kind of celebration of making content or create content? Who does that? No. Who does that?
Scooby-Doo, I know where Scooby-Doo, I know where you are going. And once again, you are being consumed by anger of what actually happened, and then the way it has been handled by various sectors of onlookers, including our organization, AGN. Now, the whole thing boiled down to the fact that the journey to unfold the mystery of that very boat mishap, the journey has just begun. And everybody cannot wait to see the whole thing unfold.
So with all this saying, it's obvious to me and you that something actually happened that day. People were speculating that, oh, how come somebody that died in the river, there's no water in his stomach? How somebody would die and become bloated, water everywhere, and then maybe float on the river, even if it was not the time was not much for him to be swollen and float in the river. At least there should be water somewhere coming out, but they said they brought this guy out, there's no water from anywhere. Like, that is strange. Somebody that has drowned, they say he was under the water for like 3-4 hours, and they brought him out and there's no water from the nose, no water in the stomach. Like, that is totally strange. But as I said, I've been ignoring all that. Like, I think people are just like speculating stuff, but I mean, there's more to that. And you heard him say that things happen, and people just like ignore it and pick it up and start trending, using it to trend for themselves. I think he was like throwing some of like something like stone or pointing accusing finger to TC Virus, because he is the main person that has turned this whole thing to to his own glory. Released music like in the space of 1 month that your colleague died. Like, you have you have recovered from the shock, you have started trending, you have released an album, you have named yourself Fanta Boy, you are doing a whole lot in the internet space. Like, I mean, somebody that actually faced this like in surprise will still be in shock. Like this Scooby-Doo, you see the way he's talking, like everything, you can still feel like the shock is still in him. But not TC Virus. TC Virus is like trending, my dear. He has become popular. He has used this opportunity to like, exalt himself. Again, I don't know what happened, and I can't really say he did anything, but thank God Mr. Scooby-Doo is coming out, because with this interview, there's no way, there's no way people will not stand up to know, yes, you must say that. And a lot of people are like, oh, what is he waiting for? Why should he wait for Actors Guild or whatever, the top officials in Nollywood, before he's able to open up? Why won't he wait? He likes his life. He won't make it by him. He doesn't want to die, man. He's scared. He's obviously scared. But if people on top are people that are just, and they do things in a normal way, like, he will be able to open up. But I don't even know, with this kind of interview, this guy, police is going to come after him. But the only thing is, he might, if you do it by force, he might say he doesn't know anything. Like, he will just won't open up. So I wouldn't even advise anybody to say we'll call the police so that he can open up, because people are already like commenting, oh, why won't Junior Pope family stand up after hearing all this to to come and arrest this boy, to come and capture him so that he must talk and all that. You don't do this kind of thing by force, because you can never force him to tell you the truth. You might capture him by force and do it. Oh, so you didn't talk. You must say. He would just tell you that Junior Pope said, you guys should take care of my family. He would just tell you one thing that's, that is running like a car, and you have to take it. You can't tell him that you were not there when Junior Pope told him. So whatever he tells you becomes what Junior Pope told him. So it's not something that they need to do, with force. I still believe that they should pamper him around, romance around the situation, so that they can actually get the real truth out of it. Because this is the third person coming out to say that Junior Pope told him something, and these are people who will not like obviously come out to lie. First person was Ogbeni, who was the best friend of Junior Pope, who said Junior Pope, confided in him that he wanted to speak out, but he told him not to talk. Then Junior Pope told him that if I don't tell my story, then when I die, you tell the world the story. Then this in the following day, Junior Pope died in this boat incident. So Junior Pope could not talk. So we are still waiting for Ogbeni to come out and talk. Another person that came out again, who is not in any way related to Junior Pope, was VDM, Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man has nothing to do with Junior Pope. They are not friends. They are not in any way good time. They are not from the same state. They are not in the same line of career. Nothing. But Junior Pope still sent a message to him telling him that he wanted to confide in him. That was way in February, but VDM, Very Dark Man, came out apologizing that he just ignored him because he thought Junior Pope, just like one of all these actors, were trying to, get him to his side so that he won't call him out, So he ignored, and after Junior Pope died, he felt very bad and he came out and said he's sorry. He ignored that message. And so this one again, Scooby Doo, thank God, is coming out again to say, I have to say what Junior Pope told me, but that is after I have roundtable with the top organs. So it means that there is actually something. There's something that has been bothering this guy. There was something heavy in his heart that he couldn't voice out before he passed out, simply because nobody granted him audience. And people are saying the family should grab Scooby-Doo, cage him and all that, make sure he talks. Like the family of Junior Pope, if you have observed, they are very quiet and non-troublesome people. So there are those kind of people that will be like, even if you killed him, we leave you for God, because the pain, like, how are they even going to recover from the pain of losing this young, vibrant man to now gather the stamina? Look at the mom. The mom is aged and the father is no more. How are they going to gather all that momentum to come out now, after, with all the pain that is still in their heart, to start saying, okay, did you say you are the one that killed him? Okay, so he told you something. Like, you need a lot of energy for that. You need a whole lot of energy with the pain you're already bearing, to come out and start saying, oh, okay, now you have to, let's go to the police. That's like a whole story. Like, that's like a whole episode again, including the one they're already facing. Like, I mean, they would just probably ignore everything. If somebody killed him, if somebody did anything, they would just leave him for God. And trust me, like, sometimes it might look like people are stupid, but when somebody leaves you for God, it's worse, because nobody can give even like a punishment that will be half of what he will give to you. Because then what are they going to do? Even if they come out today and say, okay, this person is the person that killed Junior Pope, is he going to bring him back to life? No. Their son is dead, is gone. Nothing can bring him back anymore. So this person, they can only say, oh, the police, they've charged him to court. Yeah, he's getting justice. He's doing this, he's doing that. But your son is not coming back. So to me, that's additional stress. Leave the person for God, and God will wire them in a better way, to be honest. This is just so painful. I've ignored this because I thought, oh, it's just one of those things. But my people, you all heard it from this interview. Now we know that there is really more to this story of Junior Pope dying than what we were thinking. I will bring you more updates. Please kindly subscribe if you haven't done that, so that you can stay tuned and know when I bring more updates on this current gist.